the challenge of facing an opponent that knows you, you know them, third time around is what? What do you got for me on that one, Cooper?
Well, obviously, I mean, you put so many reps together now. It's being able to, try to get an idea of what works for them, what kind of things they're going to kind of bring to the table again, what kind of things you might expect to see. I think there's something to be said about, going against someone over and over again in terms of individual DBs or linebackers, what have you, getting a feel for how they play the game, but it's in the same way they get to have that same experience with you. And so trying to be ahead of the curve and in terms of, being able to adapt to kind of the changes that you might think they're going to make. And it just adds another layer to this game where you're really game planning each other, but you got to play off of what you also are expecting them to do, where you've got a lot of reps against them.
What about the idea that they're expecting the Rams to make sure that you're found by Stafford? What about that? That the general sense of playoffs is to remove that from another team's repertoire, and you are that guy, Cooper Kupp.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, it's you just have to execute your job to the best of your ability, and being able to identify when teams might want to tilt coverages or do doubles or lend body presence and stuff like that. But we've got so many good receivers on this team, so many guys that can make plays. I think it really makes it a challenge on a defense to do that. You got Odell and Van there that can stretch the field, that can do all that stuff. So we got guys that can. You got guys that can do some really good stuff for us, and makes it tough to try to take one guy out of the game.
Okay, before I let you go, Cooper Kupp, into your Friday, is there any conversation you have at all? You saw what the Bucs did last year. You know where the Super Bowl is this year. You know where you're playing Monday night. You know whose house it is, as they say. Mm-hmm. So do you have that conversation just openly, like, let's just do this? It happened last year. Let's go back to back and winning it all in our home building for the Super Bowl.
I think that's obviously that's the ultimate goal at the end of the day. You always know that's the pinnacle of this season. That is the ultimate goal of every team that comes in this year. So there's not much talking that needs to be done. I mean, if you have to come in and talk about the fact that you want to play in a Super Bowl, then you probably have the wrong guys in the building. So we know what we want to accomplish. It's just more of a mentality of taking things a day at a time and trying to win each individual day, each week. And then be able to move forward as those days come, as those weeks come. So kind of a shortened view that just allows us to be focused on the details and stacking blocks, and knowing that the ultimate goal obviously is to go play that big game in SoFi at the end of the year.
Well, congrats on putting your name in MVP status, man. Congrats on that. You are most welcome. It really is amazing to watch. And last one for you: how long do you keep the beard? Is this a playing season thing, or is this a year-round thing?
It'll probably be for the season. I'll have to reflect on that whenever the season does come to an end. I'll have to reflect on that and see what we end up wanting to do. I'm sure my wife's gonna have a big say on that.
I mean, of course, but this is a maintenance thing. It looks like to me, to be very honest, it's a maintenance issue.
Yeah, it is a maintenance issue, and if she really likes it, I'm only putting the time to keep it looking relatively nice.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.